Can you talk about how the game went and overall how you felt your team played tonight?
I thought the kids played really hard in a tough place. This is as tough a place to play in the league as there is, and they didn't give into it. They got down and came roaring back and took the lead and just kept fighting. They kept fighting. It wasn't easy, but they kept fighting and they put themselves in a position to win. And a couple of breaks didn't go our way. To their credit, they made some big plays and hit some big shots.
Do you feel with the game 15 hours away from now, the team play with a different mentality, especially it being a division game? Or
I think it's easy to talk about, we'll save something for tomorrow and all that, but once you get into the heat of the moment, it's hard to back off of a potential win. If you got down by 20, it'd be easy to pull the plug, but these kids were working really hard, and we want to give them every opportunity to steal one down here.
Maybe the biggest news of the night, Joe Wilder's game. Can you just talk about how he played tonight?
We just informed Joe that his JV career is over. We always talk about being ready when something happens, and tonight we had a couple of injuries. Joe stepped up and was ready for the moment. And that's when you're a sub, it's hard because you never know when you're going to be called. But when you get called, you got to be ready. And Joey stepped up. He had a hell of a. He's played in other games, but this was his first real game. And it's a baptism under fire. And it was a nice performance.
This is a decision to end his JV career based on the fact that he can play now unlimited minutes for you.
Well, you can play. You can play 4 quarters in a day. So he's been playing 3 JV quarters, and then we save him for 1 if we need him. And now by his hard work, he's reached a point where he's ready. And he's a freshman, he's young, but he's ready now, and he's ready, and we need him.
Talk about your defensive effort tonight, specifically on Gibson. I know he had a big second half, but only 25 points compared to the 37 he had earlier against you.
Yeah, we switched to the zone, and it seemed to trouble them in the second quarter. They obviously made some adjustments. They did a better job getting it to him. But you got to try different things, because when they're as good a team as they are offensively, and one thing's not going to work.
Did you feel the last game against these guys was in your team's head tonight, the players, the last second shot you guys fouled?
No, I don't, because I think it was so long ago that, and so much has happened since then, that it's almost like it was another time and place. I don't think so.
So good team's fourth quarter effort. You guys were down by 7 going into the fourth, and 9 when they got that first shot. You went on a big run there and ended up by 6.
Yeah, we ended up 6, and I don't remember which kid hit it, but their kid hit a big 3 from the corner, and from there on in, we got a couple of good shots. We didn't knock anything down consistently, but the kids are doing enough to stay in there. And this is the kind of game that, even though it's a loss, it's a tough loss down the road. Maybe in a bigger game, this is the kind of game that helps us pull one up.
Now 7-6. Does that really reflect your team's play this season?
No, I think it reflects the league itself. So many losses against teams from the big side, all of them. All the losses, 2 of them are considered non-league games, but they're all losses from the big side, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you are 4-0 going in the division. That is what matters. So how important is tomorrow's game against Foxborough?
Tomorrow's huge, because it'd be so easy to look beyond that game. But the Foxborough game the first time around, you were there, you could testify. They played really tough, and it was a 10-point game, almost the entire game. It was never comfortable, and they were in it the whole way. So if we take them lightly, bad things will happen. If we take care of business and play our own game, we should be okay. But that's a lot of big ifs there.